left's woke agenda is slowly creeping into the workplace, and American Express is at the forefront. Last month, we learned about their efforts to shove critical race theory down the throats of their employees, and now it seems they've outdone themselves, allegedly firing an employee for being a white male. According to a newly filed lawsuit, Amex is rewarding managers who make their departments less white and enforce race trainings. And if you're an employee who is concerned about these policies, you might just be fired, like my next guest. Joining me now is Brian Netzel, a former American Express employee who is now suing the company for racial discrimination, and his attorney, David Pivtorak. Gentlemen, thank you very much. I was very excited to see this. I love the hat there. Real good little cowboy imagery there. Let me start with you, David. As his attorney, we saw through Christopher Rufo's Twitter that we've seen the letter you've sent. Explain to me what we've seen here, because we know your client complained about the critical race theory dynamic, and then eventually got fired. What is your reasoning here with the lawsuit?
Well, look, Tammy, it's been the law of the land in this country for a very long time that companies are not allowed to hire and fire employees based on their race, based on their skin color. And they're not allowed to implement policies that require employees to treat each other differently based on their race as well, or their skin color.
Exactly.
But in the year of George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, what happened is you have these giant woke corporations who are essentially implementing these policies, which is not only illegal, but it's morally repugnant. And that's exactly what happened to Brian here. They implemented this policy where executives were financially incentivized to make their departments, specifically departments like Brian's and the level above him, they were incentivized to make those quote unquote more diverse. But what they meant by that is to create a department that has a smaller percent of white employees.
Right. And now I appreciate, Brian, your enthusiasm, the nature of standing up. I mean, it was your job, right? I mean, this is why a lot of people don't, they choose to not fight that battle. But we were shocked when we heard what was going on at American Express. Tell me why you did that, why you felt that you needed to confront your employer over something like this.
Well, I felt that I was wrongly terminated, and somebody needs to fight this battle. It's permeating the entire United States, and now it's in corporate America. And my opinion is it's the U.S. government doing this by proxy now, and somebody needs to stand up for this. So that's what I'm doing. Well,
and what's great, of course, is the point, whether it's, Title VII, the nature of what's happening, if it's illegal, we really need, in order to be able to push back on this, Brian, we need people like you to say, no, enough is enough. This can go on if nobody says anything. And in this case, of course, I suppose you didn't expect to get fired. Is that right? I mean, you complained about the critical race theory training, and then suddenly things began to unravel.
That's exactly right. I certainly didn't expect to get fired in any way, shape, or form. It came as a complete surprise to me. And in fact, I was not fired by my direct supervisor. I was fired by her direct supervisor, a vice president who was black.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that what's important here is that this is going to have a hearing, certainly in court. The argument sounds strong. We will find out. But there's got to be at least a questioning of this and a pushback of the nature of what's going on. Thank you very much, both of you, for being here. And we can tell you your law firm is on Twitter at P-I-V, the number 4 law. For more information, they can find you there. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck, Brian. And thanks for standing up.